Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to be talking about the upcoming pattern over the next week that will include a big warm-up for much of the United States, as well as some beneficial rainfall for the Northwest and possibly a severe weather setup coming to the plains by the middle of next week. So before I do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please subscribe to my channel as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. All right, so let's get started. So what we're looking at now is the overall 500 millibar anomalies on the European model, and I kind of expanded the view for you for the North America view to include Canada as well as Alaska. And this is what it looks like this morning for Tuesday. We've got this big, strong ridge of high pressure that's going to be diving down from the northwest and really kind of heating things up by the middle of the week. Here's Laura has been stealing all the headlines and in a big way. We talked about the pattern recognition. Unfortunately, this thing is just exploding in the Caribbean, and it's probably going to be a Cat 4 hurricane making a direct landfall in Cancun tonight. So that's going to be incredible. It'll be the biggest storm since Wilma in 2005. So let's kind of take you through now Thursday and show you where Laura is. Now, we've been talking about this classic pattern recognition. We had a developing ridge, high pressure, ridge to the north causes divergence to the underneath, and this is just your classic October, hurricane setup for the Gulf of Mexico. And this is why this is going to be really deepening in the Western Gulf. And they take it to a Cat 4, it could easily be a Cat 5 hurricane. This thing is really going to develop really intense. But to the north, we're going to have that developing high pressure, really amplifying the temps a good 20, if not 25 degrees above normal. Of course, this is the upper level ridge that we're showing you right now on the 500 millibar. And by Saturday, this actually still lifts up. We've got Laura coming in probably somewhere around Louisiana. This is the European. I do think it's a tad bit further westward. It's going to be further east for Laura. But up above, that's where we're going to be dealing with these really elevated temperatures coming up by this weekend. And then by Monday, we have a developing trough, a really strong trough that's going to be digging into the Central Plains. As this ridge lifts up, we could have a severe weather setup possibly by the middle of next week for the plains. So I'll delve into that. But if we take a look at the overall temperatures and kind of what they look like, by Wednesday, kind of taking you back is for temperatures, the temperature anomaly, you can see these temps anywhere from 10, 15, if not 20 degrees plus above normal for much of the western U.S., and that'll be extending to the central part of the country and even into the southeast as Laura gets its act together. By Friday, you can see Laura making its impact on Louisiana, but on the back side you got sinking air, and that sinking air is the hottest air, and that's where temperatures are really going to soar. And now we're getting into the 25 plus degrees above normal temperatures for a good chunk of the northern plains. So there's a big warm up on the way, and we really peak out by Sunday afternoon, where temperatures soar all the way to 80 degrees all the way to the Canadian border. So there's going to be some really hot temperatures coming up for the second week of October. And like I said, on the backside of Laura, you do have that sinking air where it really elevates. And I'll zoom into Texas. Now, we saw this with Laura. The same thing is going to happen with Delta. As this comes ashore into Louisiana, on the backside, you get sinking air ahead of that trough, and you get what they call compressional heating, and temps are going to soar. The record is 99 degrees on October the 11th in Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're going to challenge that record as we'll reach into the hundreds in West Texas. So temps are really going to soar for that one-day spike, and we saw that with Laura. We peaked out at 106 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, during Laura when that happened. But if we kind of expand the view, this is by Sunday. there was another system coming in for the northwest coast that's going to bring some really beneficial rain for parts of Washington and Oregon and upstate California. That's really going to help out the wildfires in that area. So definitely be having some welcome rain. If we expand the view to the western coast, you can actually see where we had the remnants of Maria kind of tap into this trough from the northwest and bring in some beneficial rain for the northwest, and that'll extend into Idaho and eventually into Montana. If we take a look at the overall rainfall over the next week for the northwest, you can definitely see some very beneficial rain coming into Washington, into Oregon, and this will creep into Northern California, if not Central California. So this is definitely some welcome rain. They need every drop they can get out there. And this will extend all the way into Idaho and Montana and bring some definitely beneficial rain. And you can see this is Maria right here. And this is actually feeding into this storm and kind of helping with the extra moisture into the storm. So that's a definitely welcome relief coming that way. But what I'm getting concerned about for next week, as there's a ton of stuff going on right now, but as Laura swings upward into the northeast on the backside where you got that trough, this is the 500 millibar. This is a week from now, though, by the 13th. This could be coming in what they call negative tilt. So this would be a prime setup for severe weather. So we'll just have to see how everything plays out and how much moisture there is to work with. But this is the second season for severe weather, and this is kind of a long ways out, but this is showing in the upper millibar pattern that we could have a severe weather, if not tornado breakout for the central plains. So that's definitely something I've got my eye on for the extended range. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you did find value in it, please like it, leave your comments below, and subscribe to my channel. And definitely catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.